your best luck, something that's close to the lottery is real estate in Ghana. But as far as Ghana real estate going up in prices, it's far better than the West. Far better. Like the growth of land prices and property prices in Ghana, because the growth is just faster.
And I see you're going all in. You have 5 commercial properties that you've bought along.
I'm all in Ghana. I sold everything in the stock market. I'm all in. I just bought a commercial property at Shy Hills overlooking the hill. Very expensive, right by the main road. I'm all in on Ghana real estate. I'm not on here trying to sell people what I'm not buying for myself. Like, every time I'm telling you guys, I bought it for myself. This land is titled. There is no wahala here. You have nothing to worry about. We sold land to so many people. Like, it's as
when you say wahala, what like
this land is not gonna wait for you. When I started selling, it was 65,000 Ghana cedis. Now it's 85. The
for
price
a plot.
is not for a plot. A price is not gonna wait for you. The land is being sold out and is reducing. When it gets to 0, the land is done.
It's done. It's finished.
And I'm not gonna sell the same land to you twice or to other people. I don't do that. So when you see something you like it, just know that people are also watching and they're trying to.
Sometimes people don't know.
So there are a lot of people out there that will say things. Don't let it get to your head. I'm one of the legit guys here in Ghana. I'm telling you that because you buy land from me and your money is safe. I even guarantee people their money back in 6 months, which means you don't have to take my word for it. In the contract that I issue before I take a dime from anybody, it says that if you come on the land, you realize that there is a dispute, I have to give your money back to you. But then you have other people that say land is overpriced, blah, blah, blah. Here where we are standing, people actually sell land for 100,000, 120. And
really?
I don't own this land outright. I'm working in partnership with Skyview. It's actually in their name before they found me, and we partnered to do this. And I had to fight to keep it at 85 because
really?
The price previously was 75, and I just felt like it's not nice to come from 75
all the way to 100.
It's not, we have to progressively go up. So just know that we are heading to 100,000. We are doing it in a strategic way because that's the price in the area. If you go to East Legon, the future growth is already there. Like, we already see what's going to happen. That's why it's going for $300,000. So you shouldn't be mad at that
because the value is established.
Yeah, when people were buying it for $1,000, it was the same way.
Can you imagine that people actually bought land in East Legon for $1,000? Once upon a time.
They did. People did. People did. I know people whose parents did. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, people bought land for $1,000.
Oh, you bought yours? Like, you also have your parents who did that?
Yeah.
His father? Oh my God. I think
was it
you
in
have
the
to
90s?
Long time ago when I was a child.
Yeah. So
wow.
Because you have to find yourself in a place that happens to like Boteman. Boteman was like $10,000, $8,000 before they did the road to the All African Games. Let's say 10 years ago, 20 years ago, nobody knew that was going to happen. The moment they did that, a part of the land, my friend father just bought one for $90,000.
Hello guys, welcome back again to another amazing episode, guys. As you can see here, Web Nation Properties Limited. We are into real estate now, and I'm venturing out, looking to get some properties, looking to buy some properties, and I'm here with a good friend. He's my mentor when it comes to real estate, and he always tells me the opportunities he has available in terms of land acquisition, whatnot. And he brought me to a unique location here in Prampram, 10 minutes close to the beach, guys. And there's some lands available. But I want to ask him why he thinks this is a great investment opportunity for people watching or even myself. And so, listen, I've had him on this channel multiple times. Why? Because he keeps bringing back value, right? Anytime he comes on the channel, there's a lot of value that he shares with us. And so I'm always happy to bring him back. So without further ado, Mr. Rash.
Captain Hilford. So
welcome back.
To be on the channel.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
You always bring value.
I'll try.
Yeah, and actually I've learned so much when it comes to real estate from you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the value that you share on your YouTube channel, behind cameras, is more that I'm benefiting from.
Right.
Today we are here. You're telling me this is like the next big thing.
Right.
It's very windy, by the way.
Yeah, so, I mean, don't come for Captain Hayford. The wind is crazy. It's because of the sea. That's how close we are to the sea, by the way. So it's very breezy. You know, if you have hair, they will see that it's very breezy. So if the voice is being funny,
we apologize.
We apologize. But that's.
But yeah. So talk to me about, we visited at Afienya. Right. I was there with you.
Yeah. And then we went to
Edukrom.
Yeah.
What is it? Thick trees, which is sold out.
Which is sold out.
130. Well, it was
220 acres.
What?
And it was sold out within like a month and a half.
I had people call me. I'm like, let me put you through to him. And before I did, you're like, oh, it's sold out. I'm like, what do you mean it's sold out?
Yeah. So I think people have to understand that you might see some opportunity online. It's not waiting for you. There are countless of people watching. A lot of my buyers don't even comment on the videos. They come straight to the email. The people who have the money to buy, they go straight to the email and they buy it. I'm not like, a chief for the local people who sell the land over and over again to the same land to multiple people. We don't do that. So people have to understand that when we have land, where we are standing right now is Prampram, by the way. They want to know. So we are standing at Prampram. We are not too far from a university. We are 10 minutes from the beach right now because the road hasn't been tarred yet, but it's potentially 5 minutes. And we are talking about resorts, beachfront, all that stuff. Very close by. And I believe in my product so much that I always acquire some properties for myself because, like I said, then again, I'm not a chief. So all the land that I'm selling is either I'm taking it from someone to sell or I'm buying it to resell. Yeah. Right now we are standing on my land, my personal land, that is in my wife's name and my name, trying to build a wall. Just to let people know that this land is titled. There is no wahala here. You have nothing to worry about. We sold land to so many people. Like, it's as
when you say wahala, what like you speaking about land litigation?
Yeah, issues? Land litigation, or you're trying to work, people are coming, this is mine, you're fighting. That's the last thing you need to worry about over here. It's a title land, so which means transferring the title to your name is a lot easier than first-time registration, less expensive. And it's just a great opportunity. I want people to know that it's 150 acres in total. It's left for about 20 acres.
Out of the 150?
Yeah, because it's been selling for the past 2 years. So this land is not going to wait for you. When I started selling, it was 65,000 Ghana cedis. Now it's 85. The price is not for a plot. A price is not going to wait for you. The land is being sold out and is reducing. When it gets to zero, the land is done.
It's done. It's finished.
And I'm not going to sell the same land to you twice or to other people. I don't do that. So when you see something you like it, just know that people are also watching and they're trying to.
Sometimes people don't know. I think in the comment section, someone was commenting and say, oh, when it's too good to be true, it's usually
true.
And you said, oh, the smart ones already bought it.
Yeah, sometimes you got to get them back, right? So there are a lot of people out there that will say things. Don't let it get to your head. I'm one of the legit guys here in Ghana. I'm telling you that because you buy land from me and your money is safe. I even guarantee people their money back in 6 months, which means you don't have to take my word for it. In the contract that I issue before I take a dime from anybody, it says that if you come on the land, you realize that there is a dispute, I have to give your money back to you.
I see.
So you have nothing to worry about, first of all. But then you have other people that say land is overpriced, blah, blah, blah. Here where we are standing, people actually sell land for 100,000, 120. And
really?
I don't own this land outright. I'm working in partnership with Skyview. It's actually in their name before they found me, and we partnered to do this. And I had to fight. To keep it at 85 because the price previously was 75, and I just felt like it's not nice to come from 75
all the way to 100.
It's not. We have to progressively go up. So just know that we are heading to 100,000. We are doing it in a strategic way because that's the price in the area. You get what I mean?
How far is it from Accra, by the way?
Here, so it's a couple of things you have to, keep in mind. Here from Accra is like 1 hour and 20 minutes, depending on the traffic on the way. But then when we were coming, you saw that they started doubling the road and they stopped. So Ghana, you always got to think long term. You got to think that if they do the roads, how long would it take me to get there? So right now the road is not done. You saw the crazy traffic. So it's going to take you 1 hour and 20 minutes, 1 hour and 50 minutes to get to the airport because of that traffic. But they've already started expanding the road, and it's
so
Africa that
eventually when it's done, it will be shorter.
Exactly. So that's real estate. You don't think about today. You think about this is really, it's not that far, but there is a road problem. So when they solve the road problem, it's the same situation at Afienya, right? So we look at all this stuff for us to invest in that area because we are looking for future growth. If you go to East Legon, the future growth is already there. Like we already see what's going to happen. That's why it's going for $300,000. So you shouldn't be mad at that
because the value is established.
Yeah, when people were buying it for $1,000, it was the same way.
Can you imagine that people actually bought land in East Legon for $1,000? Once upon a time.
They did. People did. I know people whose parents did. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, people bought land for $1,000.
Oh, you bought yours? Like you also have your parents who did that?
Yeah.
His father? Oh my God. I think
was it in the 90s?
Long time ago when I was a child.
Yeah. So
wow.
I'm working for a man right now where like I'm helping him sell his houses and stuff like that, and he owned like 20 plus at Ajingan. I mean 20 acres at Ajingan, and he bought in the 1990 something. The man is loaded, man.
Wow.
And he traveled out, but he never made money outside. He made it all here because he invested in real estate. Your best luck, something that's close to the lottery is real estate in Ghana, because you have to find yourself in a place that happens to like Boteman. Boteman was like $10,000, $8,000 before they did the road to the All African Games. Let's say 10 years ago, 20 years ago, nobody knew that was gonna happen. The moment they did that, a plot of land, my friend father just bought one for $90,000.
A plot.
At Boteman.
Something that was just $10,000.
Yeah. Within 2 years.
Interesting.
So a development can come in and just shake up the price in Ghana, and people can be mad all they want.
But let's speak about the general real estate market in Ghana for a bit. Like, people are saying it's a bubble, it's gonna burst.
I mean, some people drag it. I mean, some people do drag it. Some people are too greedy with the prices, with houses and stuff like that. I give reasonable prices. My land price for me is as fair as it gets. You can come to Prampram. Yes, I'm on. This guy is on YouTube. Come to Prampram, try to buy land around here, and you find out the price is more than what I'm selling it for. Some people overprice things. I feel like if you build something, it's nice to make a 30% profit. Because I'm into construction, by the way. When we build somebody's house, the BOQ, which is the bill of quantities, the profit is usually between 10 to 25%, but it varies. Okay. Maybe foundation will get like 20%, but then this you get, so on average you're making 18 to 20% profit on a house. So if somebody's building like a $200,000 house over 2 years, we might make like 35 profit for our professional architects and everything in house to handle buying materials, all that. So if you build everything yourself, then you can increase it by 30, 35 because you went in first. But people are putting like 200%, 100%, and I think that's great. So I agree with that one. The prices that you see online is crazy. But sometimes too, people don't analyze. Like I have this property that I'm about to post now, maybe next week or something. And people don't. We have to educate people on the land price because it affects the house price.
Explain that.
If a house the house you think is supposed to be worth $50,000 is sitting on $150,000 land and they're selling for $200,000, it makes sense.
Right.
It all starts with the land. That's the real property, and the house is just on there. So you have to know the value of the land for you to judge the price of the house. Do you get where I'm coming from? Yeah. So the same house sitting at Prampram might go for $70,000, and you think it's a great deal, but it's sitting at East Legon, it's going for $200-something thousand. It's because of the land.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, send some advice to people who are waiting to buy later rather than buy and wait.
I mean, isn't that your slogan?
Yeah.
Don't wait to be. I mean,
don't
wait to buy and wait, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the best time to buy was yesterday. The second best time to buy is today. If you do have the money, like I said, the price is not waiting for you, and the land is not waiting for you. Buying real estate is a great thing. I am heavily in real estate now. I used to be in the stock market, but it was a bit unpredictable. Real estate is as predictable as it can get. So you just have to make sure you align yourself with genuine people so you don't get scammed in the process. That's your biggest fear. But as far as Ghana real estate going up in prices, it's far better than the West. Far, far better. Like the growth of land prices and property prices in Ghana, because the growth is just faster. The West.
Do you have some land in your own personal portfolio that has appreciated in value?
Oh yeah, I would say.
Can we speak about?
Yeah, Afienya, where my house is in right now.
Okay.
Where my house is in, I bought in 2016 when I first left the Navy. At the time, 2016, that was 9 years ago, right? So at the time I was like 22.
You were 22 years old?
Yeah, 22 when I bought my first property. And that's where the house is in now. Now you can't buy land there. You cannot buy it. It's not like, I'm not even going to tell you the price.
It's like
you can't
fully
buy
sold
it.
out.
It's being sold out. So somebody has to resell it, and you're gonna buy it for maybe 2-3 times the price.
Just 9 years.
Yeah, in 9 years. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Show me around. So you're building a wall. Are you using, because you do have construction?
Yeah. So I'm using my own people to build it.
Okay.
We build walls for people as well. So when you buy land, we can also build a wall for you. Okay. We can also help you register the land. All in-house.
Okay.
Solar installation, all that. We've done countless of those stuff.
Can we speak about the land registration process?
Yeah, so the
If
land,
someone buys a land and want to register, like how does that work?
okay, you buy the land, you get indenture and a site plan, which is included in this price.
Okay.
Some people might charge you extra for the documentation. We don't do that. It's included in the price. You get an indenture and a site plan. That means that we have transferred our ownership to you legally. That's what's there. And now, if you do a search, if the land is registered or has a title, if you do a search, our name should be on there. And once we transfer that to you, now Land Commission doesn't know that you are the owner.
Okay.
You are still a legal owner with the indenture and the site plan. You can come and work. You can do whatever you want. Some people never go ahead and register. The difference between that is, if somebody do a search on your land, it doesn't show that you are the real owner. But physically, you can show you are the owner. But it will behoove you to go through the Land Commission process. So your name is just there for, you can lose the documents. It will still show that you are the owner.
Okay, so that's the benefit of registering it.
Yeah, that's the benefit of registering it. And also, it just solidify and make things more professional. But if you have the paperwork, nobody can come and bully you because you haven't registered.
Okay.
No. If you have the paperwork, then you have something. But what if you lose it?
Okay.
But the Land Commission, once it's there, it's permanent. It's in the records.
It's in the archives.
Yeah, you can go in there for 400 years. They do a search unless somebody bribed somebody there to delete it.
Or to tell it, to set fire into the building.
Yeah, other than that, it will be there for eternity or until whatever, civilization collapse or whatever.
Right.
So that's why you want to go through that. But if you're going through that, you're going to go through the valuation, stamping, you're going to pay taxes on the property. The value was on the property. Like I had a client that it's a house that I just recently finished. He bought the land from me because I bought the land in my area actually. I bought the land and resold it to him. And it was registered under a company called Red Estate. Okay. So I never registered it because I have plenty of land. Registering is not cheap and it takes time. I register some of my land, but I don't right away go ahead and register, especially if I know I'm going to resell it or something. Yeah. So he wanted me to register it for him. And as I was registering, we were building for him. And we moved so fast, that building 6 months was up. And the stamp duty went up like crazy because they valued their house.
I appreciate it.
So the house.
So it's always best if they register it before they build their house?
Yeah, or at least foundation. They shouldn't let the house stand. They shouldn't let the house stand because they go for the value of what the land and whatever is on there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So how do one safeguard their property? Let's say I'm in the diaspora right now.
Right.
I have 100,000 to buy a land plot here.
Right.
I'm not ready necessarily to build a house in the next year or two.
Right.
What is the actionable plan for me to still safeguard a property that I've purchased?
Right. So if you are fortunate enough to end up in my ecosystem, your property is basically secure for some years until when we are sold out, you're not going to see me again, right? So now you're on your own. People in Ghana are bold. They can just show up and come and build on your property. So
that happens.
So what you want to do is you want to build a wall. You want to build a wall around your property because when I'm buying a property for someone, usually what people that steal land, for the most part, they don't go and just build. It's somebody that came and acted like the land belonged to them and sold it to someone who didn't look into things and bought it. Usually that's how it happens. So if I have a wall already, you can have a wall, write your name, have a wall, put a gate on it or whatever. You are good. Okay. You are good. Without even registering it, you are good. Right? Yeah, that's what I would do. Build a wall around the land and then just wait till... I did that for my first property. I built a wall around it and somebody was farming on it, doing cassava farm. It was safe until 2019 is when I started building. So 3 years, I had a wall around it. Once you have a wall, you're essentially good to go. Yeah.
What are the don'ts when it comes to real estate and land acquisition in Ghana? I
wouldn't say what are the don'ts because honestly, I tell people over and over again, paperwork is one side of the story in Ghana. Usually you got to know the person you are dealing with. What does that person have on the line? Do they have a good reputation? Testimonials from other people that have bought from them. Because let's give you a scenario like this. Let's say I own this parcel of land. It's registered under my name, everything is fine. You can do all the due diligence, everything will show that I'm the owner, but I'm a greedy person, I'm not truthful. So I sold it to him, There is no way you're going to find out in that interim, within that 1, 2, 3 months, that I've sold it to multiple people. You can't find out until you come and work.
You're ready to come and work.
Yes, because nobody can register the land that fast. And that's the only way you can find out the land is under somebody's name or whatever. So the paperwork is just one side. The rest is who you are dealing with. Unless you are ready to go to court with that person and try to fight for your money and stuff like that. And that can be really draining in Ghana. You get what I mean?
And you've done that yourself. When someone, it's quite similar, different to what you just said, but you had to go to court and fight for.
Yeah, I had to go to court and fight for my land, but it wasn't the seller. The seller was legit. He did everything right. That's why I didn't take him on. It was some unscrupulous being that thought he can bully me to take my...
Unscrupulous being.
He can take my land from me, and I didn't budge. He thought I was some American boy guy in town, new in the system, and he can bully me. But I showed him pepper, and he said I'm rusty. He used the wrong one. But yeah, nonetheless, I won, and we're operational now. It's part of the game. So sometimes I think you guys are very fortunate, right? You guys are very fortunate. If you're on YouTube, you're watching this, you are very fortunate to have some people in the market right now who are actually doing the right thing. It's not just me, it's not a lot of them, but there are people in the market who are doing the right thing and saving a lot of people from a lot of headache. Like I said, aside from the documentation, you also got to know who you are dealing with. So if you have somebody in the public sphere who has a reputation and stuff like that to protect on top of, you know, the paperwork side of things, then you are essentially okay. And then they also give some sort of guarantee money back like me, then you absolutely have nothing to worry about. Other than that, you try to cut corners and you know, you get scammed. It's easy. You get scammed easily. And if I refer to it, you ask me questions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like you're a learner, man. So I'm happy to have you in this space. You're a great guy. I know you got a good heart, and that's what you need for land, or you can get greedy. That's what happens to a lot of people. They get greedy because you can sell the same land to 5-4 people, and then they're fighting amongst each other. You are somewhere chilling in Dubai with your 2 chicks and all that. But we, you know, I don't operate like that. We have, you know, the moral obligation and we have conscience. So
yeah,
you're just not gonna.
And your reputation is on the line.
Yeah.
I like
Unfortunately,
that.
some people don't care about reputation, but
Really?
I definitely care about my reputation.
No, it's true. Yeah.
Some people don't care about it.
It's true.
I mean, you hear the stories.
It's true, yeah. But yeah, I appreciate it. And guys, I'm going to leave every details in the description and also on the screen. You can reach out to me. I'll put you in touch with him, or you can just go directly and reach out to him and try to grab yours now.
When you're buying from me and you know you saw me here, mention that so that.
Yeah, just tell him that you're coming from this channel, okay? So yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Is that the only land available? You do have different ones as well?
You know, we have Afenya.
Okay.
Here is really good for people who want to be on the beach and all that. But if you want proximity to Accra,
okay,
Afenya is where you have to be. Why am I saying that? They are currently doubling the Temakosomo Road, also known as the Eastern Corridor, by a company called Inzac. It's a German company. The contract was actually funded by the German government, and they gave it to their own people to construct it. And they are seriously working. This is supposed to take 2 to 3 years to finish the road expansion.
Okay.
And they started about maybe, let's say, 6 months ago, if collectively, about 6 months ago. So a year and a half or 2 years from now, they should be done. And Afenya is going to take you like 35 minutes to get to Accra.
So the price is going to
It's going to go bananas. I mean, that's how the brew was until Kufuor did the road, and then everything changed. Even on Yarifa, the road was really bad.
And I see you're going all in. You have 5 commercial properties that you've bought along
I'm all in Ghana. I sold everything in the stock market. I'm all in. I just bought a commercial property at Shy Hills overlooking the hill. Very expensive, right by the main road. I'm all in on Ghana real estate. I'm not on here trying to sell people what I'm not buying for myself. Like, every time I'm telling you guys, I bought it for myself. I'm just sharing.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm just sharing.
You lead by example.
Yeah, I'm just sharing. You come, wherever I'm selling land, come and say, Rash, show me your land. I will show you, and I'll show you my documents as well. Yeah. Register to my name.
And you're telling me behind the scenes, you know this place is going to get sold out, and the value is going to appreciate. So you secure this plot we are standing on for yourself.
Yes.
So you don't regret in the future when it's...
Oh yeah. So a lot of our traditional castles, sorry, I think
today you're on the chiefs.
That's the palace where they take you there for. Say
a lot of shades to the chiefs today.
A lot of people end up selling their land.
Most of the chiefs.
Yeah, but they end up selling out the land, and they regret it because now they have nothing to show for. You know, you got to think about the future as you are selling this. Keep some for yourself, because you're selling this to develop the area, and then later on you are jealous, looking at other people enjoying.
Just like East Legon.
Just like East Legon. Imagine you sold all your land in East Legon. You had like 100 acres, you sold all of it. I don't think you'll even be correct.
You need a lot of therapy.
You won't be sane after that. So
I like that. No, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm always happy to have you on the channel.
Of course, man. Captain Hayford. All right, guys, and subscribe.
Rash in Properties.
Subscribe.
Fishing.
You guys gonna see a lot of this, right?
Exactly.
You guys gonna see a lot of this.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a wonderful, wonderful one. Like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more amazing content coming your way and opportunities. All right. Awesome. So without further ado, let's just say bye-bye to the people watching. All right.
Peace out.
Peace.
All right.
So we literally been driving for like 5 minutes from the land, and we just got here. And that's the view behind me. The ocean here is blue, guys, like you can see on the screen. There's a perfect location. If you are someone who enjoyed the kind of the beach vibe, this is for you. You can see right there. There's going to be your view every morning if you are leaving home, or every evening or whatever. So, and it gives you the kind of the Caribbean vibes, you know, the blue ocean, the turquoise blue water. This actually reminds me of Zanzibar, when I was in Zanzibar. In Ghana, you know, some of our beaches is not that nice, but for this one right here in Prampram, you can have it has the little bit of blue touch to it. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with the location. You know, I think you should just buy it for the price that it's going for. Having a plot here, you never know when you need it. Like Rash mentioned, he bought his land so many years ago, and later on, when he relocated back to Ghana, he built his home now. So buy it now. You might not have a need for it, but you never know. And when you do finally decide to build on it, you have this view for yourself to enjoy. All right.